morning, everyone. Down at the beach, enjoy it because all those art festivals are starting up in just a few weeks. And while they're a lot of fun and very enjoyable, it gets crowded down there. So kind of enjoy the beach to yourself and have a nice, maybe a nice early dinner down there. As you can see, the beach is only about 69 today, but it's really kind of pleasant, and I love this cool morning weather. And the rest of the county, mid-70s pretty much. Lake Arrowhead 72. Palm Springs going down. Man, they're cold today. They were 106 the other day, so they're really getting cold. They're 102 today. So if you want it really hot, you can go out there. But enjoy this weather. I kind of like it. You want some more heat? It'll be on starting probably Friday or Saturday. We'll be back in just a moment.
Managing your own medication can be stressful. For decades, we have watched you stand in line at your local pharmacy and battle with insurance companies, all to be left with the difficult task of organizing, managing, and remembering to take your medication. AmeriPharma offers a new way of simplifying the lives of you and your loved ones. Introducing AmeriPharma MedBox. How does it work? Submit your prescriptions and insurance information online. Get your medications delivered to your door. That's it. Medications won't come in bottles. You'll receive your pre-sorted MedBox that easily allows you to tear and take the required medication regimen at the plainly printed date and time. Never miss a dose or worry about whether you've taken it.
AmeriPharma MedBox is so simple, and now my mom can manage her medication all on her own, and that gives me peace of mind.
Don't worry about refills or haggling with insurance companies again. Our specialists do that for you. If you've got questions, we're here. An urgent prescription? Get it right away.
In previous years, I didn't require any prescriptions, but now I have to take about 7 or 8 due to various conditions. It's a management problem. My nurse told me about AmeriPharma's MedBox. I switched over. Boy, am I glad I did. It's really easy to use and it solved all my problems.
Much different than what I had to go through opening bottles before. I'm so thankful. It's changed my life. It could change yours. You should try it.
We care about one thing and one thing only, your improved quality of life. Making medication simple for you and your loved ones is surely a step in the right direction. We have been trusted by patients, nurses, physicians, assisted living facilities, and the government for over 15 years. We are ready to take the next step with you in reinventing your pharmacy experience. Now we have reduced all of your pharmacy service needs to one simple box. AmeriPharma MedBox, the new standard in medication management.
Well, I'd like to welcome the board president of GRF, Tom Circle, and as I said yesterday, it was their regular monthly board meeting. It was, I think it was 2 hours and 6 minutes as far as the open meeting goes, something like that. As far as playback time, actually, oh no, wait, I'm long. 2 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, there it is right in front of me. I think that's what I have it listed as. And of course, we'll be replaying that for you Thursday at 1:30. Welcome, sir. Always good to see you.
How are you? Nice
good
to
meeting
be here.
yesterday?
Yeah, we had a very, very good meeting. Things are going really, really well. I took the time during my chair remarks to thank the people, thank the residents, thank all the board members. We're working together. We're a team. We have more of a positive attitude. Our meetings are not so cantankerous. People are not upset about things as much anymore. They're asking us questions, we're listening, and we're responding to them. And we got a lot of kudos about that from residents yesterday, which started the meeting off, which I'm very happy about. As I told the other board members, see, when we work together, things just work better.
Yes.
And we save money, staff time. We don't have a lot of like I say, a lot of arguing. We debate, but then once we make decisions, we move forward. The next thing we did at the meeting that was extremely positive, I was very, very happy with, was the VMS representative, board member representative, highlighted some employees with our employee recognition program. You know, I've told a story numerous times that several years ago I worked in security for a few months to try to give back. And there was this young plumber who really, I observed, he did such a great job and handled the residents so well. I went back to the office and I said, where's a form where I can commend him? We didn't have one. We didn't have a form for one employee to commend another.
Right, right.
That's all changed.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yesterday, we had a couple of gentlemen from our carpentry department. We had someone from HR. We had another employee from our computer IT department who got recognized. And the stories of these employees going above and beyond was heartwarming. And we should be doing that. Again, I want the employees here to be happy and work with us. Again, they're part of the team. We're all a team. So that was very, very important. Some things came up yesterday that were very important. Everybody knows over the weekend, the Aliso fire that was going on some distance from here. And I want everybody to realize that we have a very, very good program where we're notified of things. We have a system that sends messages to the board members on situations that come up, and the fire was one of them. And they notified me and a bunch of the board members about it. Now, we were never in any danger.
Right.
So to send out a blast to everyone would really be not necessary. But as I instructed one resident who told me she woke up late and she smelled smoke and she didn't know what to do. And I want everybody to know, if that's the case, if you ever have a situation like that, call security. Call the watch commander. He or she will direct you. They will tell you, hey, there's nothing, it's just a fire in the hills. We're not in any danger. Relax and go ahead and go back to bed. And I want everybody to realize that that's the system. That's our security. They know about it. They work closely with the Orange County Sheriff's Department, the fire department, and other agencies around to make sure we are secure, and that's their job. So please do that in the future. If you're ever wake up in the middle of the night for any reason and you feel threatened, please call our security department immediately. Several other things came up. I want everybody to realize our maintenance and construction, we have 32 projects, just GRF, that our maintenance and construction people are working on right now. The project of putting in our arms on the remaining gates for security will happen August through the first part of October.
Okay.
It will begin August 1st, and we should, they're telling me that we should be completed sometime in the first part of October. We'll have all the gates. We are currently rehabbing 4 gatehouses, the last 4, in preparation of that. That's when we come out and paint, carpet, and fix those up, new air conditioning systems. There were some lighting problems, so we're doing that to get ready for that, which is very, very important. Through our disaster preparedness, I hope everybody realizes we have a very, very good program here. Chief Moy really has put together a good one. But again, we need your help. We need more block captains. So we need people to volunteer. There's training classes. And really it amounts to, in a disaster, you would go around your building, check on people, see what's needed, and let us know. Let the CP know. So those are some things that I would like the residents to do. Get involved. Come on down. Come to the meetings. As I said before, we have committees. You announce the committee meetings. Please come to those meetings. That's where your input is necessary. We debate them, and they make recommendations up to the full board about what to do on various issues. And as I've said before, the team, we need the residents' support activities. We need them to be involved.
And you know, if you're interested in becoming a block captain, you can find out on the website how to do that. If you're unsure about that, downstairs here in the Community Center building, in the main corridor is the Disaster Preparedness Task Force. They have an office there, by the way. You can pick up emergency kit bags and things like that. You can talk to them about it. They can get you started. And you know, if you can't find another way to do it, you know, I just come in here, and if their door is closed because they have limited hours, just come to the front desk up here and go, you know what, I want to see about becoming a block captain, and you'll get all the information and get steered in the right direction. Yeah, and you mentioned something that lastly I'd like to commend Brad Hudson and his people. At Resident Services now, downstairs, right, you walk in there, now there's a screen there. Yeah, and you type in your name and what you're there for, and you just take a seat. Yeah. Your name's called quickly. People are getting service. It was important. You know, we are in the process of re-registering all the golf carts in our community. Right. And there was some confusion about that, and I'd like to just tell everybody needs to bring their cart back in to Resident Services again, check in, and get it registered. There's a new sticker that we're putting on the front. If you are from Third or United and you have a carport and you're using electricity, you know, you pay for that, and you get a little sticker to let everybody know that you're current and everything is fine. So please, everybody bring in your cart to get it re-registered with the new golf cart sticker. And lastly, we got some reports recently that are concerning. Remember, you can't drive a golf cart on a city street. Right. They're not fast enough, they're not licensed, it's dangerous. Please do not do that. Please do not do that. We are in the process of making a golf cart training program that we're going to put out with the help of course, Channel 6 here, to all of our residents. Wait, Village Television. That's right. We have our logo approved. We did get it. That's another thing we did yesterday, is we did approve that. It's Village Television, which is, again... We still say Channel 6 sometimes too. But you know, but again, it's about moving forward, getting better, working together, giving you the tools to do the job. Yeah. We thank you. So good information on the golf carts, because I know there are some certain types of golf carts that are street legal, but you know that. You have a license, you have... Correct. Yeah, and those are a little different, but you're right. I'll see people, there's occasion I see them on El Toro in just a regular golf cart, and it's like, wow. You can't do that. Very dangerous. We don't need accidents. We don't want anybody hurt. Like I say, stay tuned. We're going to tell you how to drive that thing safely. All right, and you know. And I know. Yes, you do. Take care, Tom. Good to see you. We'll be right back.
We all know there's no place like home. You want to stay in your own home, but day-to-day tasks are getting more difficult to manage. Acticare is the solution. We are the trusted care partner in your community with 5-star reviews. You've taken care of others all your life. Now is the time to let us help you. In-home care is a safe and effective way to help you remain living independently in the comfort of your own home.
Acticare, responsive in-home care. Your first day is free.
At El Toro Pharmacy, your health needs and your quality of life is our top priority. We can be trusted with all your prescription needs, delivered free to your doorstep. Call us to have your prescription transferred. We will take care of everything. No hassle to you. We are a full-service pharmacy carrying all your over-the-counter medicines at competitive prices. And we offer complete diabetic care and your immunization requirements too. Under new management, come visit us in Moulton Plaza. El Toro Pharmacy will never be undersold, and we offer the finest after-sale services.
one of the hidden gems here in Laguna Woods Village is the wonderful trail along Aliso Creek, and more importantly, all the wonderful historic trees that are along this pathway. I'm here with Gene Lustig and Pat Wilkinson, taking this wonderful walk on a beautiful day. And this is really something that is very, very unique to this village and quite beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, it certainly is. It's a gem, it's a treasure. And there goes a snowy egret.
There it goes.
You know, the drone got it.
You know what's really so nice, as I alluded to, Pat, is the fact that besides the ever-changing beauty of this, because it changes throughout the seasons, are these historic trees that are here. And what's really great is that a wonderful guide has been created, the Tree Walk Guide, that takes you right through Aliso Creek Park, and it starts up right there on Avenida Seville, and you can walk this way and see all these historic trees, and they're right in here, right?
Yes, indeed. And Gene's the one who did all the research on these trees, and I did the photography and put the brochure together, and so it's been quite a fun thing to go through.
Gene, how long did it take you to, are you an arborist? Where did you get to the knowledge to categorize all these trees?
All right, it started when I worked on the tree labels here, and I got interested in the trees, and I realized there's trees here from 6 continents. I think everybody should know. They're interesting. And I had a hobby when I first moved here of researching just the trees on the 3 what we call vintage walks. I know better than to branch out because there's a lot of trees.
No pun intended, right? Well, there's so many trees here. We're standing right over here by the bridge, and we're looking up at the grassy knoll here. And this is which one is this? Is it a coastal pine, am I right?
A coastal redwood, or otherwise known as the California redwood. Interesting tree. For one thing, it grows along the California coast, the Pacific coast. It needs that kind of environment. And it goes from Monterey up to the southwest corner of Oregon. Narrow strip. It represents 3%. That's all that's left of the coastal redwood.
So what's it doing all the way south down here? How did it get here? Do you know that?
They're not, they're planted. And look, some of them grow, and there are a number of them in the village. This one, you can tell by looking at it, it doesn't look like the ordinary California redwood. It's got a little stumpy trunk. It looks like the top of one.
You know, it does. In some of the coastal redwoods, don't they kind of lean over just because of the prevailing wind?
Height can go to over 300 feet, too. They get so tall, and they have huge trunks. This has a magnificent trunk.
And how old do you think this one is?
Well, none of the trees that were planted here can be much older than the age of the village.
Okay.
But some of them are very fast growers.
Okay.
I don't know what age they were when they put them in. But what, we just had our 50th anniversary?
Well, it's 50,
and
54 years now.
So this was blank canvas, this area along the creek.
Well, let's, that one could grow up to be a lot bigger then. Maybe if it was in the right environment.
Maybe. It's got an environment it's not used to. It doesn't have that fog from the coast.
Right, yeah.
And I believe there's a spring under here somewhere, but someone would have to tell me where it is. It's nearby.
Yeah.
So maybe it taps into something.
Well, let's walk a little ways here and talk to me about some of the other trees that are around here, because in this guide, I'm just amazed, of course. I'm just looking here, a willow tree, California pepper, a cook pine, and we also have one that I saw quite a while when I was walking around here, and that, of course, is something that is very curious, the monkey puzzle tree, right?
We'll be coming to that one shortly.
Now, that's a really curious name. It's right behind us here, and if you didn't know any better, you might think it's some sort of a pine tree or a redwood. Monkey puzzle, where does that come from?
Well, it comes from the fact that someone in Kew Gardens, where it first got planted, was looking up at it and made the comment, it would puzzle a monkey to climb that, and the name kind of stuck. Well, first of all, it comes from Chile. It's endangered there. They protect it. Let me take a look at it. When it gets to be an adult, all those lower branches, it's natural for them to go away, and it ends up looking like a lollipop.
Okay.
A huge tree with something at the top.
Our next tree we're going to stand in front of, we're going to head on down to that centuries-old sycamore, right?
That's right.
All right, let's head on down that way. Well, we're sitting at this bench here, and what a lovely spot to be in, because right behind us is this historic centuries-old California sycamore, right?
Right.
And if somebody were to walk over here, they might think, looks like it's ready to fall down, and we see there's a cement block there, but that's how a lot of these grow.
Yes, it is, and they need to be near the water. And the people the pioneer residents, I call them, are the ones that put that block there. It was there in the middle 60s. They knew it needed it, and they put it in.
Now, other trees that are around here, and I didn't even realize this, is where the community gets its name as far as our Golden Rain Foundation, and those are the Golden Rain trees. I didn't realize that's what it was. No, I didn't realize that's what they were named after. Tell me the history of those trees.
They were planted in 1992. I happen to know that, and I don't know why, because I'm terrible with dates. But at that time, they called this the Peace Grove. That's when it got its name. And did you ever hear of a peace pole?
No,
Well,
no, I did not.
There was a movement on worldwide for peace poles, and they're still out there. We had one here, and I think it was Earth Day. They dedicated the peace pole and 6 golden rain trees in a circle. So that's what we see here. It's hard to see the circle.
Yeah, but especially right now where we're sitting here in mid-afternoon, the way the sun is hitting it, they do have this kind of a greenish gold look to them. Do the leaves change color? Do they throughout the year?
They do. And as you can see, they're deciduous. They fall off, and they're just coming back. These pods are really pretty when they're fresh.
They're yellow, bright yellow.
Okay. So hence Golden Rain.
In the brochure, you'll see the monkey puzzle in between 2 of the golden rains that are in bloom. We were lucky enough to get them in bloom when we did the photography.
Well, I want to, invite people to come on down here. There are probably a lot of people who don't know this exists, maybe are new to the community. And where can they pick up these brochures? At the History
Center.
Okay.
And the library.
Okay.
Recreation at Clubhouse 1, 3, 4, and 5.
All right, so just a great walk down here. And even during the summer, come on down here early in the day, there is a lot of shade here. So, even if you're later in the day and it gets a little warm, the evening, this time of the year, and as we get to the longer days during the summer, just what a wonderful evening stroll, right?
And a great place for a picnic.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And walk your dog.
And to walk your dog, but pick up after your dog, right?
All of this will be up on the History Center website within the next week.
All right.
So people can go to the website and download this if they wish, if they can't get it otherwise. And there's a video up there too, so they can watch the video of the walk.
All right. Well, Jean and Pat, thank you very much for the tour. I've learned an awful lot. It's been a long time since I've walked down here, and it is absolutely just beautiful. And as I said, what a treasure to have right here in the middle of the village, and take advantage of it. It's just a wonderful place to be. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Ken.
Diane's Hallmark is a family-owned Gold Crown store that is much more than just a card store. Our women's department has apparel, accessories, and jewelry featuring Vera Bradley and Bagalini handbags. Our religious department carries many different Christian books and Bibles, plus a great selection of Christian gifts. Of course, we have a large selection of cards and gift wrap as well. Come in and experience our personalized service. Freedom Village Assisted Living celebrates life. Meet your new neighbors as you are supported 24/7 with licensed nurses and caregivers. We offer a loving, caring staff who provide personalized care, including medication management. Energize your life with stimulating activities and a 5-star menu created by our award-winning chef. Freedom Village Assisted Living is open to the public and offers short-term respite stays. Call today to see the Freedom Village difference for yourself.
Okay. Welcome back. We have High Hopes Head Injury Program to talk to you about today with Mark Desmond and Eric Marenthal, who is a Grammy Award-winning jazz saxophonist. And they're going to tell us about their program and an upcoming fundraiser that they have. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
How exciting. Okay, so I'm going to start with Mark, and then we'll have you chime in when you can about the program, which we know you know a lot about it. So he'll chime in, no pun intended. So talk to me a little about High Hopes and what the program is about.
High Hopes, we're the first brain injury program in the United States, and we started, we're celebrating our 43rd year. And we are as a charitable organization, and we're in there every day working to help people recover from brain injuries. And we've worked with thousands of brain injured people, and we're so thankful that we've gotten results that no one else gets. And we get them from locally. Every 10 seconds somebody has a brain injury. In California alone, there's over 22,000 brain injuries each year and another 22,000 strokes. So there's about 40,000 people that need services. Many can't afford any services. So we provide the services, and Eric here raises the money, and we get them on their feet, and that's kind of how it works. And when we get people that were given up on. I've seen miracles. I'll tell you, one young lady just last week, her name's Desiree, couldn't walk, and just started walking for the first time with a walker. Yesterday she walked on the parallel bars the first time. People regaining the use of their hands and their upper bodies. Physical things are easy to see because you look in the mirror and you can't deny them. It doesn't work. But with the brain injury, it's how you think, and how we think is everything. How do you know when you walk to the car it's safe to take that step off the curb? It's how you see and how you perceive things. So we're a full-service day treatment program. There's nothing like us anywhere on the planet, and we don't give up on anybody.
And excuse me, I saw some of the photos that you guys had provided. So let's talk about some of your students, as you call them, rather than patients or clients.
We call them students because they're getting a little tired of being in the hospital. This is like, for instance, Brent right here, and he was in a truck accident. The gentleman driving the truck was under the influence, ran in the back of a semi-truck. You know, the T-bar, and just took the cab off and compressed him. A lot of these accidents you see on the road, people survive those. And we were established right when paramedics started because people started surviving brain injuries. So there's an example, and Brent now walks, has a life, and because of being at High Hopes and people not giving up on him.
What are some of the equipment that you use at High Hopes that you can't be found anywhere else?
Well, there's the Locomat right there. That photo right there is the Locomat. We're the only place in the world that has 4 robotic walking machines for the brain injured. And it's made in Switzerland, and it really helps repetitious and carrying body weight in that environment. We've get results of getting people walking again, and that's one of the reasons, among others, and that's where that equipment is. And so there's more in our one room than all the rest of the state of California. So we're very fortunate. Our first one was donated by Pat Boone, and then we've been able to raise money through grants and support over the years to be able to acquire the 4 we have.
Now, you mentioned something to me earlier about Pat Boone, that his son had a brain injury?
His grandson.
Oh, his grandson, okay.
And he was our spokesperson for a number of years, and then unfortunately he needed us in a different capacity. His grandson fell through a skylight in Los Angeles. And so that's how it goes sometimes. People find us because of their need and that they have someone that's either had a stroke or a brain injury, and all different ages, can happen to anybody at any age.
Right.
And we put them back together again.
Why did you create it? Did you yourself have an association with someone who had a brain injury?
No, I coached swimming for a number of years, and this guy was one of my swimmers right here.
Oh, really?
And he swam for me. The reason he does this is because he'd be swimming back and forth, and I said, you know, you need to do a concert for us. And he'd look at me and he'd go, what are you talking about? I don't want to do that. And he says, you know, it's a lot of work putting on a concert. So I'd push him back in the water, and after a while,
keep my hand under water. How about now?
So he finally gave in. He finally gave in, and that's how I started work, controlling the lives of all my swimmers. And this families came in with brain injured individuals to use the pool, and nobody was available, and I started working with them. All of my 40 lifeguards weren't available, and one started walking, and they wasn't supposed to walk again. I said, this is pretty cool, lame walking. I was only 20 years old, and this fella started walking. Then Today's Show came him out and did a segment. And so here I am, a little segment like I am today on television. I said, whoa, this is a lot of fun. Then the battle started after that, and raising money. And, and here we are. I continue my education, and here we are a bunch of years later.
Well, it sounds amazing that you are able to get as far as you've gotten. I think you just told me that you've already raised about $100,000 from this new event that's coming up, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. And you can tell us a little bit about the event. Well, actually, we're showing some of the video of your facility. Maybe you can tell us a little about some of these folks first.
Yeah, unfortunately, as brain injuries happen. At all different ages. That gentleman was running Palos Verde Marathon and had an aneurysm. And we put him back together again. That machine you just saw there was called a quadricizer. It's a patterning machine. A lot of people are contracted physically, visual issues, memory, hand issues. We have robotics for hands. We have one boy that just couldn't use his hand just the other day, picked up the ball for the first time, was able to throw it.
Wow.
And these are things. This is Ron. Ron's absolutely amazing. He's reversing his injury that was considered impossible, and the neurologists are all doing backflips because he's doing things that no one else is supposed to be able to do.
Is he using the one machine that we talked about?
He's using a Locomat.
Okay.
He just loves that Locomat. And
okay.
He's doing other things too. It's like all things, it's a combination between a number of things to get people better.
And how many of those do you have?
I have 4 of those, but quadricizer, about 15 of them.
Okay.
I have 15. That's a flexerciser there,
okay.
And yeah, we started in 1975.
So you said you're unique in all of the planet.
Yeah, we're very, very unique.
And so you have how many students with you now?
I have 90 brain injured people receiving services each week.
All right.
And the more money we raise, the more people we can help.
All right, well, let's lead with that then. Now you can talk about the fundraiser. Tell us about all the exciting things you have coming up for the fundraiser.
Well, you know, it's our annual concert. This is our 20th, actually, 20th year in a row we've been putting on these concerts. And like Mark said, you know, my wife, Leanne, and I were swimming in his program. And the one year he leaned over to my lane one early morning and you know, asked me, hey, would you consider doing a benefit concert for High Hopes? And I said, sure. What's High Hopes? You know, I had no clue, and I came to find out, you know, what it was all about, and all the amazing work that Mark and his staff, family, do, and it's you know, it's very gratifying to not only have a chance to be part of these events and you know, raise awareness and money for this incredible program, but to see also all the musicians and guest artists who come, you know, Alita Adams there last year. Johnny Mathis is our, you know,
so exciting
guest artist this year. The concert, by the way, is Sunday, July 8th at the Hyatt Regency Newport Beach. And tickets are, of course, still available. And but people like Johnny Mathis, you know, there's no way we could afford to pay him a fee, but he does it. You know, he's actually done it 3 times. He did it for our 10th anniversary, our 15th, and now our 20th. And you know, he won't does it, out of the kindness of his heart. And,
right.
And over the years, we've had so many different guest artists: Dave Koz and Patty Austin and Johnny. Who else? Just all kinds of different people.
Right.
Pat Boone.
Right.
Rick Brom there. And every one of them is just. It's if they can't do it, it's never because they just don't want to, or it's not.
Right.
It's a money issue. It's always maybe
right.
a scheduling. But it's just gratifying to see how many people. Want to just be a supportive, component of an event like this.
Right, and then so tell me about how the fundraiser works. So it's you're the host musician or band, right?
Yeah, right.
So how does it work? Do you come out and you do a few songs, or how does that?
Right. Basically, my band is the house band, and we do the opening bit, and then the guest artists come out and perform, and among at the concert. There's all kinds of things going on. We have a fantastic live auction. This year we have, we have a cruise for two, in the Caribbean. We have all kinds of things. We have a huge silent auction that I hope folks put together. We have the Tulsa Rib Company in Tustin does all the catering. They have all kinds of food, even just there. And the VIP party is the big event. They have a huge spread there, and
right.
Everything, but it's just it's become the feel-good event of the summer,
right?
And as cliche as it sounds, it really is, because everybody who goes, you're not just hearing a concert, but that every dime you're spending is going towards supporting this incredible event.
Right. And so how much money have you raised overall? Would you say?
Well over $1 million out of all the years.
Okay. All right, well, and then you also have a golf tournament, I think, too, right?
Yeah, we have a golf tournament in October.
Okay.
It's in Mountain Gate Country Club.
Okay.
It's a celebrity golf tournament.
Okay.
And
so if I signed up, who do I get to play with?
Yeah, you sign up. It depends what celebrities we have, so you never know who will be there with you.
All right, that sounds
I got my
awesome.
new putter right here. It doesn't work very well.
Now, if anyone wants information about the program, or if they want to, participate in the fundraiser, do they just go to your website?
Exactly, and it's highhopes.ws or highhopesbraininjury.org.
Okay.
Or the number
949-733-0044.
That number again.
949-733-0044.
Well, he's got it down. Well, I should have put that in there in the presentation. But we also, there you go.
Timing is everything.
Perfect. And those are all of your students now, right?
That's a group from one of our years, and they all have their unique individual stories about, and they're all normal people that one day things changed.
Well, congratulations on all your success. I'm so glad that we were able to find out about your organization.
Thank you.
And hopefully people here will be able to reach out to you and help you out.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, we have a very special opportunity. Eric is going to play his saxophone for us, so I appreciate you doing that, right?
Well, sure.
You don't mind, right?
Well, you can use that as a tip jar, maybe. Yeah.
Well, go for it. Play away.
Okay. Ready?
I'm ready. just beautiful. Thank you so much. So that alone should get people to want to go, just to hear you.
Isn't it amazing?
Amazing.
Incredible. Man, all over the world. Practiced for 4 hours already today before I got here.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible.
I think it just sort of just happens, right, for you?
Well, it doesn't really just happen, but it kind of, yeah, I think every musician, you know, part of what you do is when you practice so you don't have to think about the technique of playing music. You can just let all that go and just make the music.
Well, it was just beautiful. Thank you both for being here. I appreciate it. All right.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after this. And if you want more information about High Hopes, go to highhopes.ws. We'll be right back.
The El Toro Water District Phase 2 Recycled Water Expansion Project has installed over 21,000 feet of recycled water pipelines and is now over 75% complete. The final pipeline installations, as well as installations of service lines and final paving, should be complete by July. The connections of the individual irrigation systems to the new recycled water pipelines should be complete by the end of the year. The district sincerely appreciates your patience as we enhance the water supply resources in the Laguna Woods area.
Hey Laguna Woods, it's Ken.
And Lisa.
Did you miss an episode of This Day? Not to worry, head over to youtube.com and search Village Television.
Here you can find each episode of This Day and other community programs such as Good Day OC, Discovering Laguna Woods, and much more.
Just click the red subscribe button, then click the bell to be emailed every time we upload a video.
Don't miss out.
And subscribe today.
My name is Francisco Perez. I work for the Department of Transportation, and we're here to present or show the Plan-A-Ride system, which is one of the systems coming on and servicing Saturdays and Sundays all day, and Monday to Friday from 8 o'clock to 10:30 at night. If you want to use the service of Plan-A-Ride, you please call 597-4659 to make a reservation to the 2 days before or the day of by noon time. That will be the latest time that you can request your pickup for the following day. One of the topics that we like to discuss about is safety. So mainly we like to make sure for the safety of the residents to be seated until the bus stops from moving, and do not get off your seat until the driver tells you so, for your own personal safety and to avoid any accidents or falls on the bus or outside the bus. So one of the key points is the ramp. The main thing here is this ledge. People like to get off the bus and cut corners, and they can trip and fall. For their own safety, please, when you walk out of the bus, straight out and then go to your right or your left, whichever works, okay? That's one of the key points. The other key point is do not stand when the bus is in motion. Any pertinent request that you might have throughout the day, you want to get off the bus or you want to acknowledge the driver, please make sure you tell the driver when you go into the bus before he stops moving the vehicle. So that way he knows in advance where you need to get off or where would you like to be dropped off in whatever cul-de-sac request that you might have. The other topic is use the handrails. Assist yourself using the handrails of the bus to help you out in and out of the bus for your own personal safety. The other part of the system is if you have a medical aid, wheelchair, walker, when you call in to make a reservation in the main line, 597-4659, make sure you tell the dispatch person taking the reservation that you are on a wheelchair or you use a medical device, a walker, so they know in advance what to look for and be prepared when they get onto the bus. The driver is already trained to perform the safe load and unload the wheelchair on the bus. So he will secure the wheelchair onto the bus, and he will make sure that you'll be driving riding safe on the bus. So that's one of the #1 things that we train our drivers, so the passenger is secure and safe while on the bus. I'm Francisco Perez. I'm here to assist you in anything you might need. Please call us at 597-4659 and I will be happy to assist you.
Hiring a realtor you trust is the first step in selling your home. Selecting an escrow company that can safeguard your money and personal information throughout the transaction is the next step. Escrow Options will guarantee the safety of your personal information and funds from the risks of wire fraud and cyber theft. Choose the escrow company that works for you. Escrow Options Group, protecting consumer assets in escrow since 2005.
Christine and Jack for the Jewelry Box.
Hey Christine, after 17 years, who's still the top buyer of jewelry in Orange County?
We are, Jack.
And who buys more sterling silver flatware and hollowware?
We do.
Who buys more diamonds?
Why, we do.
And who buys more fine watches?
We do, Jack.
And who buys more silver and gold coins?
We do.
Good job, Christine.
I've had 17 years to practice.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest since 2001, and it's still about trust.
Welcome back. Well, we're going to give you some election results.
All right.
And I looked this up just on ocvote.com. You can do that as well. So let me go through the ones that really pertain to right here, this community. And the top one, of course, is U.S. State Representative, U.S. Congress, of course, and Mimi Walters, as of now, has a 53.2%. So she appears to have already won that. There won't be a runoff for that. The second one is Katie Porter. She has 19.9, and both of them were on our show. Now, State Senator Pat Bates, you all know, and we haven't seen her on our program for a while, but she is nearly 60%, and her closest competitor is 40%, so therefore there will not be a runoff in that election.
Okay.
Now we move on to State Assembly. Matthew Harper is at 41%, and he is the current, he's the incumbent. And then we met the other day, in fact, you interviewed, what's her first name? Cotty.
Oh,
Cotty
Cotty.
Petronorris. She's at 28%, so there appears that would probably be a runoff for that one. She'd have to be over 50%. Now, Supervisor Lisa Bartlett ran unopposed, so she got 100%, obviously. Now, the sheriff, this is an interesting one because Don Barnes right now, as of just looking, this minute, if you're watching us in the morning, he's at 50.7%.
Okay.
His closest competitor is Duke Wynn. And again, all these folks we had on, he's at 30%. And then David Harrington is at 19.3. So if that holds Don Barnes, there would not be a runoff because he's over. I don't know if you just over 50, you have to be 51%.
Okay.
I think it's anything over 50. So if that keeps holding. Now, as far as the County Board of Education for Orange County and for this district, we had Mary Navarro on. She's at 24.6%, but Lisa Sparks at 56.1%. We did not have her on our show, so it looks like she will be a member of the 5th District for the Orange County Board of Education.
Wow.
Now, one other one, I'm just bringing this up. I know a lot of people don't care about the auditor controller, but we had both these folks on.
Is that who I write my check to?
Yes, yeah. So I thought I'd bring that up. The incumbent is Eric Willery at 74.5%. And Tony Smart, we also had her on. She's at 25.5%.
Okay.
And by the way, the controller and one other one, the auditor, all the incumbents are well ahead on those. So
I guess everybody likes what they're doing so far.
Yeah, exactly.
So far, so good.
There we go.
All right.
And of course, you can go to ocvote.com online and find out all the latest elections if you want to look for everything within the state. You know, maybe you live elsewhere sometimes and want to look what's going on for that.
Yeah, yeah.
So there you are.
All right, excellent.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
Really good movie, a classic coming up.
Yep.
From 1967. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? And this stars Spencer Tracy, of course, and Katharine Hepburn and Sidney Poitier. And this is really it was a kind of a groundbreaking movie because this is about the relationship between their daughter, and that is Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn. Spencer Tracy is, I think he's the head of the San Francisco newspaper or whatever it is, and Katharine Hepburn's character has a very prominent art gallery in San Francisco. Well, they find out that their daughter has just come home from Hawaii and brought somebody with her in the form of Sidney Poitier. And even though both the couple, Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn couple, are considered liberals of the day, you know, this is something that is thrown at them, something that's fairly new, and nowadays this would be common, but certainly not back then. Very, very good movie. And there's actually a lot of comedy in this as well. Great actors in this, of course. And sadly, Spencer Tracy passed away shortly after this movie was made. In fact, I think I mentioned yesterday, he might have passed away before the movie was even released. I'm not sure about that, but it was during that same time. So that will be our Friday movie.
That's Friday, all right. And then on Monday, we have the 1517 to Paris, which is based on the true story. In the early evening of August 21st, 2015, the world watched in stunned silence as the media reported a thwarted terrorist attack on Thales train.
Thales train.
Train number 9364, bound for Paris. An attempt prevented by 3 courageous young Americans traveling through Europe. The film follows the course of the friends' lives from the struggles of childhood through finding their footing in life to the series of unlikely events that's leading up to the attack. And that stars Alec Skarlartos and Anthony Sadler, and that is directed by Clint Eastwood. And that's the 15 to 17 to Paris, and that's your Monday movie starting June 11th. Excellent.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Good movies, and I think on that one, some of the actors are the actual people.
Yes.
Yeah, so really interesting. It's not a documentary, though.
No.
Yeah, but good movie. All right, weather. They're asking me to tell you all about our June gloom mornings, which I keep saying
I know you
love.
I know
Now,
you
saw yesterday, it was just beautiful afternoon, gorgeous evening. I think the fog will hang around a little bit longer today, but we should give way to a very nice afternoon and evening. Same thing tomorrow, but as we move forward, that high pressure system expands, and we've got some warm weather probably all the way through Tuesday next week. And I mentioned earlier, because of the hurricane that's off the coast, by the way, if you are a surfer, it is bringing in some bigger waves for you. But as we get to maybe Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, it's going to bring in some humidity, and I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see those thunderheads off in the distance over in the desert communities.
Right. Yep.
Around Orange County and beyond today, beautiful weather, as you can see. Really nice if you can get down to the beach communities, late afternoon, early evening. It is gorgeous down there. So good weather, right?
Well, it looks good as long as it's sunny.
Yeah.
And there's no more fog.
Yeah.
I'm not liking that fog.
Yeah.
So.
I like it in the morning, but then yesterday was perfect.
Yeah.
Shorts weather in the afternoon was great.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Excellent.
So tomorrow?
So tomorrow we have the VMS Director Report, we have Robert's Rules, and we have the Globe headlines, and then we also have the Dog Club coming. So I hope they bring a dog.
I hope. They, in the
they
past,
might.
Sometimes they have, sometimes they haven't.
Well,
so we'll see.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
But anyway,
nice.
Stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right. Dave's ready with the pooper scooper, just in case. All right. Maybe we'll have the interns do that.
Oh,
there
poor interns. I put them through so much.
Yes. All right. We're thankful they're here, though. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
This is a homage beat.